I don't know if they were offended by Christmas or bitch, but I put bitch and bish and everything in the title before, so Streamlabs don't like it.
Right?
So,
They just so you don't put Jesus' birthday with that word.
like, I edited it. I put like a little exclamation point for the I. I changed it to bish. It wasn't having
Mm-hmm.
it. So I don't know if it's a Streamlabs issue. It's probably a Streamlabs problem. They
They
don't want.
said, "We know what you're saying, you foul mouth heathen."
Well, what do you want from me? Like shit.
That's a. It's Christmas. Watch your mouths, kids.
Yeah, right. All right.
They're
Wisebot
like,
is
"Fuck
working.
Christmas
Oh,
and you."
I probably should pull the stream up on my tablet just to make sure the audio and everything is kosher.
Well, this week we had a DLC.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably one of the more like it's good for nostalgic purposes, but
Yeah, like, okay, here's my problem, and I don't know if you had the same problem with this when you were doing it, but the payouts were not worth it to me. Like,
I honestly wasn't paying attention because we have so much money. I wasn't paying attention to the mission payouts
mm-hmm,
itself because I knew it wasn't gonna be shit.
right.
Mhm.
Basically, I think when we were doing certain things for the setups or whatever, before you would go to get a copy of his, tape or whatever, um, the issue is like you'd be getting paid like 5,000 here, 8,000 there, da 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 da, and it was
Mhm.
like it's not worth what I'm going through. my
Right,
ammo
it really
alone,
isn't.
my ammo
That's
alone,
ammo. That's
shit,
ammo money right there.
exactly. So I was seeing that, and I'm like, ugh, like, and I'm doing this by myself, like just to see how things are going. I was doing it on stream, and then you get one of the copies, you finish one of those, oh, you get 100,000. Well, that's like chump change, you know what I mean? Because I just spent like half of that, if not more, on ammo.
Exactly.
But for nostalgic purposes, loved it. I loved seeing
Oh
Franklin.
yeah,
I loved
just
seeing
because I
Lamar.
wanted to see what you want to see what happens to Franklin. You know what happens to the other two.
Yeah.
You want to know what happens to Franklin. Hey Frank, how you been, buddy?
Did you become successful? What would happen? You know?
I need to work with him now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, because he was the only one that wasn't a part. Well, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Michael isn't a part of the story mode on like in terms of online.
Right.
Trevor's been involved multiple times,
Right. Like I
and Ron is a consistent figure. So
Ron's
like
just
yeah,
fucking
and Lester.
annoying.
Oh yeah, fucking
Let's face it.
douchebag.
But like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was a good time. Like I completed it.
And
The
I think this like, and also it gives you like another reign. Like okay, like all right, it's not set on a story from like almost 10 years ago.
right, right. We're not rehashing shit.
It kind of speeds up the process because at this point, GT Online, like their original plan was probably to keep it like free story mode.
Mhm. Mhm.
But like as time's gone on, you've done more things. Like in the last 8 years, you've owned businesses, and then they at least acknowledge the fact that like, hey, like this guy surpassed Michael Franklin and fucking Trevor. Like he didn't rob banks, he didn't rob casinos, he didn't, like.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty safe to say, even Lamar now is like, I remember when you got off the motherfucking thing with no money.
It was time to bring it up to speed basically. It was like, okay, we're 10 years in now.
Yeah, it's
This is
like
what's
yeah,
going on.
10 years. Like yeah, we're about to be what 9 years in, so like
Yeah.
almost a decade. Like
Yeah.
story mode. I mean, yeah, to say it's pre because they're pretty much at this point. Like, I don't even think they expected it to last this long. GC Online. I thought they probably thought it would die out a little bit, but they're
Mhm.
like, no,
No,
that's why they
it's
come out with so many different DLCs and shit.
I mean, it's the one consistent thing that Rockstar has. Like, obviously, they pretty much gave up on Red Dead. Like, Red Dead had potential, but not so much potential because you're stuck in a certain time period. So,
Yeah.
Red Dead's fun if you want like a little break and you want to kind of just ride around on horses and be a cowboy for a little bit and like unwind and not worry about someone blowing you up. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I will say I did try. Well, when I was doing this contract in general, when I first started, you have to drive to that one location by that gas station near Lester's factory. and you're supposed to like wipe out. I think it was the ballers. I could be wrong. Maybe it was somebody else. I don't know. No, it was the bikers. It was the Lost. It was the Lost. And some dude came along in a jet and tried to blow me up. And then another dude with a jet tried to come, and I don't know if he was trying to blow me up, but he went after the other guy, and they just started fighting. So it, the griefing is a problem for these. That's why people are hoping to do it in an invite only. But to add to that, the security missions alone are not that worth it.
Well,
See,
once you do the specialty time, I feel like they're
yeah.
pretty good money.
Well, like I did like a few. I did like two or three. The first one I got fucked on because I was an idiot and I used my oppressor, and the idiot wouldn't get in the car right away when I found a car.
Yeah.
And then I drove off into the water. That was fun because the vehicle that I used had no grip. And yeah, so there's that. Um, so that was a whole issue. He winds up dying. I got a little pissed about it. I was like, son of a bitch. And then there was another one I did that was down, was it Elijah Island or whatever it is? And for that one, you're supposed to protect these people's like property. Like it's just like a bunch of boxes, different cargo kind of stuff that's on that dock area, if you will. And bikers are just coming in trying to blow that shit up. They're just trying to destroy it. I'm sorry. How are they spawning at the other end where that end's just water? There's no entrance down there. That makes no sense. So I was dealing with that shit on my own. And it's if you do it, you're making out with half the stuff surviving. Okay, so you're making half of what the payout was. So you're making at least 24,000. It was like a $50,000 job, and you're not coming out with the full. Especially with the ammo, you're fucked. You're not. You're not getting anywhere with that ammo. And hi, Saber, I see you. And thank you. But yeah, it was. I find it fun overall, and I obviously have to go back and do these like Franklin Lamar mission things. So maybe I'll try to do that tonight. I don't know. I'm gonna try to get on at like 8.
Oh fuck! I didn't want to kill him.
And Davis is playing right now, so if he has outbursts, that's why.
Ah.
Oh, I didn't even do my fit check. Okay. So I didn't do my fit check, and I said I was gonna do this. So there's that. I didn't even post this on Tumblr. I should probably post this on Tumblr first, because I don't want to hear anybody bitch and moan that they missed the live appearance. Hold on. 1 second. Y'all speak amongst yourselves in the chat and shit. Hold on. It's gonna take me like 2 seconds. One second, cause I'm a rookie.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the fucking bonus where you get the fucking.
Right. Okay.
I shot one bullet at the judge. I shot one bullet at the judge and he died. Like I'm like bullshit.
Yeah, right. Okay, we'll do a fit check. I did my makeup. You can't really see it. It looks all pink, but it's a purple, pink, and a blue kind of cotton candy thing. If you go to my Insta, you'll see what I've done this similar look before. You just can't tell on this camera because for some reason my light is super bright today. So there's that. A nice like a little neutral pinky lip, whatevs. My hair is very wavy, curly, just because I've had it up in a messy bun since I don't know, whatever. And it's typical tank top because I was kind of warm, but it's also cold as fuck, so I'm wearing the sweatshirt. And let me stand up because this is what everybody's dying for. You're welcome. I am wearing shorts just to add. Okay, hopefully I don't die. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Voila. We got the snake tights. Voila. 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 And yes. Hold on. I don't know if I can.
Have you been in the? Have you did the one with the vanilla unicorn where you gotta find a combination to a safe and shit like that? Recover like in the security contract shit.
Nope.
Yeah, stupid.
I haven't really fucked around with it lately.
Oh, okay.
And then I didn't get to play over the weekend really, so that was part of my problem. And Saber, my day was alright, well, kind of. No, now. Something happened before I came on stream, so there's that.
You had a little what?
Okay. So a situation happened before I came on stream. So I was getting ready, and I already had my makeup done. I was setting up my situation here so that way I could stream. And my dad gets home. Okay? He's like, take a look at the car. And I'm like, what the fuck did you do? Right? I go to look. The fucking the front fender on the driver's side is all dented. And I ask him what the fuck happened. He's like, fucking deer. Apparently he was out on the main road driving, doing the speed limit. A deer came out of nowhere and hit his fucking car. Thank God it's only a dented fender. It's not rubbing. It's not making any noise. It's not puncturing the tire. It's just dented the fucking, you know, the fender. I'm going to try to pop it, obviously. Thank God the windshield, nothing like that got busted. Thank God the car is able to still run and function. He just got that car like 2 weeks ago. Not even fucking joking. 2 weeks ago. So you can see how I'm fucking livid. I'm like, motherfucker, you know there's deer around here. Fucking drive slower. I was doing the speed. I was like, motherfucker, I don't care. Go slower then. Shit.
Going the speed limit.
But yeah, there's 2 dents on the fender. You can see, like, I can see where the car door attaches to the fucking car and everything. There's like a little gap. I'm going to try to pop it or, you know. But it's not affecting the way it drives or anything. The car's running fine, blah, blah, blah. It's just, it's fucking obnoxious is what it is. And my other rants, okay, if anyone follows my Twitter, you would already know. Comcast, or what they like to go by now as Xfinity. Y'all can go suck my motherfucking dick. Straight up. Straight up prepaid, I don't give a fuck. Okay? So, I paid the bill. Alright? Paid this, our Comcast bill about almost 2 weeks ago. We're going on 2 weeks this weekend. Alright? Paid it. Sent it off. These motherfuckers still have not processed the payment. Right? So what they're trying to do is they're trying to get people to do a double payment and charge a late fee. They're like, I was livid because I only found out because I happened to check one of the emails and someone in this household doesn't check their emails. So I go to check and it was saying, oh, late payment notice. I'm like, what the fuck? And it was like registered for like Wednesday or something. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I go to look and it's saying that they didn't fucking process the payment that I sent out on the 11th. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? So I immediately contact the Twitter support, right? As you do. Well, first you publicly shame them, and then you fucking go into their DMs.
Yeah.
As you should. And
As you should.
these motherfuckers, they're like, oh yeah, we haven't received the payment. We haven't processed it yet. It could take up 10 days. You should send your bill 10 to 15 days prior to the bill being due. I'm like, I have never had a fucking problem before in my entire life of dealing with you motherfuckers. I send it out. Y'all need to figure the fuck out your damn selves. You should have processed that within 3 days. I know how long it takes to get it in the mail. 3 days. 3 days it gets to you motherfuckers. You should process that immediately. Straight up. Okay? So I was like, all right, I'll check back in a few days because I know they processed it on Sundays because that's what they did the last months. Because when I asked them about it, they're like, oh, are you talking about November's, blah, blah, blah. And they gave me the dates. And I'm like, no, I'm talking about December, the one I just paid like over a week ago. But from them telling about November's, they processed November's payment 10 days after I sent it. 10 days. There is no reason for that at all. Right? So I was like, no. That's some bullshit. I sent out the payment. They were trying so hard to get me to pay through the app to pay a double payment. They're like, oh, I'd hate for you to pay for a double payment. Well, what do you think you're making me do if I pay through the app? Because what you're going to do is process that other payment that I sent in through the mail right after I send that. So, like, I'll do it if I have to, but I'm going to be fucking pissed about it. Like, honestly. So, that was a thing. Then I got livid over the weekend, and I called them out again, and I was trying to get an update on the situation. This motherfucker, I don't know what his name was. I think it was Joe. It could have been William. I don't fucking care what your fucking name was. Honestly. This motherfucker.
Bro, fuck Joe.
He tried me, Davis. He tried me so hard.
He tried you, bitch.
He tried to say that I was not allowed to talk about the account, that I wasn't on the account, so I couldn't discuss it, that I was not approved to be on the account. I was like, excuse me? That's a bunch of bullshit. And I called him out. Like, I was livid. I was like, listen here, mofo. I didn't say mofo. Let's be honest, I have manners. But you could tell my tone when I was talking this message that I was pissed. I was like, first off, when you originally told me I had to be approved on the account, what did we do? We called up, did the approval that way, because that's originally how you had to do it. You had to have the account owner there to say, oh, yeah, they're allowed to talk about this. Okay, cool. Then they updated about a year or so ago where you had to go onto the site, put yourself in as like an account manager or whatever, and then you could talk about the account. So I was like, I know I'm approved to talk on this account. Do not try to fuck with me. They just didn't want to deal with me. I was like, they're a bunch of bullshit. Somebody else an hour later then chimes in, a different person. I think it was a female. I think her name was Jessica. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry for the misunderstanding. Like, I see that you're on the account. You can talk about it. Like, you can look through the entire history of the message and see that I was approved to talk to the fucking account. Oh my God. So I have to call them after the stream today to see if the payment got processed yet. If not, I'm still going to ream them out on the fucking phone because this is ridiculous. They're trying to blame Christmas and all that. I'm like, no. You ain't not playing these games with me at all. I swear, it's one thing after another in my life, okay? If I could live a stress-free life, that would be great. Who wants to like take care of all my fucking problems? Let's put it out there. Anybody? Auction? Y'all can solve my damn problems for me. I am over it.
Motherfuckers.
It's like if I don't got enough going on in my damn life, add that to the bunch. Add the whole situation with the deer hitting the fucking car, which I'm gonna have to go try to pop the dent out. That's gonna be fun. I swear to Jesus.
People, boy. It's just, people don't understand.
It's never ending, honestly. But it's craziness. It's craziness. But yeah, these companies trying to get away with murder and do all this stuff to people and try to get them to pay extra during a holiday season, which who has extra money during the holiday season? Not many people because they're trying to pay their damn bills. It's just shame on you, Comcast, Xfinity, whatever the fuck you want to go by. Shit. But yeah. And the people so badly wanted to see Davis, or hear Davis, I should say, because you don't show your face on here. But
Nope.
they like legit, people were like, oh, when are you guys doing the podcast? When are you doing the podcast? I'm like, well, I have to find out when Davis is available, but I'll see when I can work it out. And
it didn't take very long.
Right. Well, once we knew, like, okay, well, I know you're usually off on a Tuesday, so that's not usually the issue. It's like the things going around here, if I can get on the computer at that time, that was becoming a problem because people's work schedules be getting fucked up. And like I told you, that was just insanity. So I didn't know up from down, side to side what was going on for today. And so like a few days ago. So I was like, all right. The only problem is like people want me to do the podcast, but given that it's a weekday and we do it in the afternoon, it's like y'all ain't gonna probably show up. Let's be honest. You know what I mean?
It's all about the numbers, people. You want it. It's popular demand.
Exactly. I'm gonna give you a dose of Davis. If you want a dose of Davis, I will give you a dose of Davis. Here we are.
Dose of the Davis.
That I got myself ready. I got on cam because I don't do cam all the time because sometimes the games don't work when I'm streaming or they start lagging. So I don't like doing cam with my games sometimes because that's what happens. But here we are, voila, in the flesh. I mean, other than that, like nothing major has been really going. Well, unless I give an update on my brother, I could do that.
Yeah, talk about it. Shit.
Okay.
I mean, this is the platform to do it. You're Jocko.
Saber says, which is why I'm glad you did it. Okay, well, enjoy. I'm sure everyone else will watch later. If I stream later, we'll see. I don't know. Okay, so
we're gonna play. We're gonna play later. Like.
Oh my God!
I'm trying to get the trigger. For Franklin and Lamar's missions because it's like after you do the contracts, it's like you you have to wait for a call from Franklin. That's pretty much a long wait, but I was trying. That's why I'm on it while we're talking, so that way I can
Yeah.
try to see if it can trigger.
Oh, I get you. I understand that.
Is that what it
Which means we can play the oh yeah game.
The what?
The oh yeah game.
Oh yeah, gang. Where you go? Oh yeah, like
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Oh. Oh yeah.
I fucking can't.
I was like, oh, I was like, I mean, like, oh yeah, I didn't know that was a game. We just do
Oh,
that at
well,
work
it's
just
it's
cause.
funny.
We just do that at work just
Look.
cause. You like, can I get a? Oh
Well, look.
yeah.
That one time I wasn't streaming, we were doing it during GTA, and it was the funniest shit in the world. It was just like us going back and forth for no fucking reason. Oh,
Can I get a?
Saber has a question.
Yeah.
Saber has a question. Saber says, just curious, what is your ethnicity? Well,
Mine?
you could say what yours is. I know what you are.
I mean, mine is cyborg. That's why I'm cyborg. You know, and the thing, so I'm black. So yeah.
Yeah, he black. Yeah. For me,
Yeah.
I'm basically a white chick, but I'm a mutt. If that makes any sense to you.
You
Davis begs to
can't
differ.
I'm sorry, but you can't claim white. I'm sorry, you just can't. Like theoretically, no, you cannot claim the white side.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
You know why?
Why?
Well, one, you're friends with me, so okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like that, so that automatically disqualify you from your roots of being a white woman. You are now known as the N-word lover. I'm not gonna say it on here and get us demonetized or anything like that.
Oh my god.
You hang out with those people. You dig what I'm saying? Boogie boogies, the boogie boogies of the world.
Are you Clayton Bigsby me right now? Like you're just like.
It's just like, and another thing, it's just like lifestyle wise, it just doesn't fit you.
I'm
like,
poor.
It just doesn't.
Let's face
Like you come from the gutter. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like you come from the hardcore streets of Mbu. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's like the Eminem song goes. Them trailer park girls go round the outside. Round the outside.
running outside,
Round the
running
outside.
outside. Man, it's like nah. So you've been black for a few years now. You got drafted by the black delegation.
Yeah,
so it's just like
that's our running thing. Is he says that I'm been drafted.
you've been drafted. Like okay, there's a draft tomorrow. You're getting drafted. Like you fit the criteria.
Right.
If they don't draft you, I'm calling rigged. I'm swear. I'm like this. I've made a fucking recount.
Davis is like, I'm coming to the
No.
white side now. Fuck this shit.
Like the fuck? No. We're supposed to switch. I demand a trade.
Saber says he's of South American backgrounds. Yeah, for me, I'm like, I'm typically a white chick. Let's base. It's
It's the base, but it's not really it's not the actual. We're just gonna say that for now for simple terms. But once you get to know her, you will see what I'm talking about. I promise you.
Like
You'll see
okay,
what I'm
so
talking about.
I'm made up of like German. German's like my main thing. Okay, German, Italian, Irish, Scottish. I think I'm Welsh on my mom's side. There's like a bunch of shit. Okay. On top of that, now I don't claim this because I don't know what percentage I actually am in like the whole history, but my great great grandfather on my grandfather's side was native. So there's that. His name was Whitehawk. So I don't know much about him. I know he was married to my great grandmother or my great great grandmother Minnie. So there's that. I don't know much about him. So unless I get a blood test or something to determine how native I am, I can't claim anything. But am I, proud of the native culture and all that? Sure. I just don't know much about it or our history. So there's that. European nice, yeah. We're a mixed bag up in here. Possibly, I might be a little bit of Russian. Might. I'm not positive because I used to do the whole ancestry, like look up, relatives. But unless you pay for the service, you ain't finding much on yourself. Let's face facts. Let's see. Hold on. I was just
Uh-oh.
checking notifications. What else? I was gonna give an update on my brother. You guys can ask questions. I will answer, obviously, but I will give an update on my brother. For everybody that knew, I've discussed this the last few months or whatever. Um, but to recap, my brother back in October, I think October, November, I think it was October. Um, my brother wound up having a seizure for the first time, like full blown collapse to the ground, convulsing seizure. He was rushed to the hospital. They didn't really do anything for him. They just kind of like, gave him whatever they had to give him to like make sure he was all good and before they released him. He wound up having another seizure and he got admitted to the hospital. They ran tests. He finally got onto an anticonvulsive, medication.
Oh, man.
Um, and thank God the the medication has been working. He hasn't had any seizures since. So there was that. Um, about a few weeks ago, I think it was, he had an appointment. They were going to find out what they thought the cause of his seizures were because he didn't really have a history. He's had like incidents where he had like these weird tremors, but like nothing like full blown anything. Every time we took him to the hospital for it, it was they ignored it. We showed videotapes to doctors, nothing. They said it was nothing. So I'm not sure if he was just like having mini seizures up to this point until he had these big ones. Whatever, I don't know. So they had an appointment with a neurologist to discuss what they thought might have caused it because a lot of people's theory, oh, the vaccine is what's causing, people to have issues. It wasn't the vaccine. It turns out that my brother apparently has, I don't know how big it is, he has a cyst on his brain.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Um, what they're doing is hasn't had a seizure since he's been on the medication. What they're going to do, since they now know it's there, they're going to monitor it because obviously, if they can avoid doing surgery, that's in best interest. Because anytime you do a brain surgery, things could go wrong. You could die. You could basically go into a vegetative state. Um, anything's possible. Um, so they're going to monitor it. So far, I don't think it's budged. It hasn't grown or anything like that. My theory, because I started looking into these kind of things, it could have been caused by head trauma. Okay. And I've told stories before about this. I think I've told it on stream where my brother, when we were small, we were little kids at my nana's house, we had big wheels. Okay. If you don't know what a big wheel is, look it up. This motherfucker rode down the fucking hill in front of my nana's house. It was not that big, but it was like a steep fucking yard. He rode down it. He fell off, hit his head. I say it was a board at the end of the yard. Others say it was the concrete on the sidewalk. But he cracked his head open that way. That was the first head trauma. The second time came years ago, a few years back, where he was in his room. There was somebody over. This is Joey's brother, Anthony, who fucking did it. He whacked the glass light fixture that was above my brother's head with like a fucking roll of wrapping paper or something. It fell, cracked onto my brother's head. And my brother doesn't really have feeling, like he doesn't feel pain, which is very weird. Don't know why. This motherfucker goes into the bathroom, is trying to wash the blood off. Doesn't want anything. So Brenda goes to check to see what's going on and sees that he's bleeding from his head profusely. And then the hospital just sealed him up and didn't remove the glass. They said, oh, the glass will work out on its own. The glass was never removed. It never came out. It's still under his scalp. So my theory from that trauma, that second trauma, I'm assuming that's where the cyst came from.
Bastards.
It's ridiculous, honestly.
Oh man, people is like man, people these damn medical facilities don't look out for nobody but they damn
Mm-mm.
self, man. At the end of the day.
And like it's tough with my brother because he does have a blood condition where he doesn't clot properly. We can thank my mother for that. Fuck you, bitch. Okay. And if anybody doesn't know, I don't like my actual biological mother. I can't stand the woman. She deserves what she gets. Let's be honest.
And those would be and those is nice words she's using too.
Yeah, because Davis knows, like, I will, no.
I don't even we don't talk about her very much.
Yeah, I can't stand her. If I refer to somebody as my mama or Mama Bear or something like that, that's usually Brenda. She's taken care of us since we were little. She deserves the title. She's dealt with our bullshit up, till now. So here we are. Saber says, totally random, but John Lennon was killed outside his apartment by a fan after releasing his song Imagine. Okay. I I don't know what triggered that, but
Man.
but yeah, that was the update on my brother, so it's out there. Just figured I'd update the saga because I think I mentioned that he was supposed to they were trying to find they were gonna have a doctor's appointment to figure out what it was and what caused it and blah blah blah. But yeah.
Hey, hey, man, respect. Saying, I hope your brother gets better and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I agree. I'm with you on that. I just hope everything's fine. As is, everything that's going in my life, I'm done. Like I said last stream, I am done with the bullshit. Lord tested me enough. Move on. Go to somebody else. Deal with them. Okay, I'm done. I deal with my dad's shit, dealing with the car situations that been happening, and Brenda's health stuff, my brother's health stuff, my grandmother being on hospice, and dealing with that shit. Everything, you know what I mean? It's just and then now Comcast wants to get on my bad side, but that's I'm done. I'm done. Put a fork in me. I'm done. It's just, I need good shit to happen, good vibes, good everything. Let me see. Saber says the song became a meme, though. Well, a lot of things become a meme. Let's be honest. And those are the links in the chat for my Twitter, my Insta, and my Space. Hey, if you are so interested in following me elsewhere or get updates when I actually stream, there you go.
There you go. Follow. Hit that.
Saber says, but yeah, I know you're going through a lot, so if you need someone to talk to, let me know. Yeah, I tend to bottle things up until I explode, so... or I'm desperate enough to ask for help. I'm going to put the Dodo link in because I still haven't gotten rid of it, so there's that. If you feel so inclined, it's spirit of giving, I met the goal already. Obviously, that big bill is paid, the car situation, that, but every little bit helps in case he needs repairs on the vehicle or anything else comes up. I appreciate every little bit.
Welcome to the Gulag.
That reminds me, I still haven't played Warzone on the new map with the.
Is it pretty much the same app?
See, I don't know because I have to because obviously the new game released, right? So they added a whole new, I think, a new map called Pacific something.
No.
What?
What I mean, if you download Warzone, is it separate from the game?
Yeah, it should be.
Oh, okay. Like how it was last year. Warzone is still from Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Prior.
Yeah, it should be. You shouldn't have any problems.
Okay.
You just have to update it. That's all. I think that's all.
Oh, yeah.
Because with the new.
I was. Do you remember how we were wondering were they gonna keep doing or?
Right.
Warzone is separate from Call of Duty or something like that.
Well, because with the whole new release of the game, then they added that the new map, I think, for Warzone, but it shouldn't affect how you play it. It still should be a separate entity. Because I loved playing Plunder with you on there. That shit was fun. We don't do the actual battle royal. We just sit around collecting money. We just run around.
Collecting money. We don't do the battle royal.
We can have a team. We'll leave them alone. We'll go do our own thing. Watch each other's backs.
Big bags. Shit. Why fuck up a good thing?
Exactly.
It's so collect money and win the match. We won.
Yeah.
We won. We were on the hedge of winning and we did it. We did it.
Because we know what buildings to go to. I always go to that one area, that promenade area. And I hit that one building, I go down that.
We just go where the opposite. What we do, we go the opposite of where everybody else is going. If everybody's going to, say, this one particular area, we'll jump somewhere else and collect shit.
Right.
And try to get a leg up on that. Then Why everybody trying to hit the one big major area and stuff
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah,
That's what they put.
that's our trick, guys. So if you ever play, when you drop, you watch where people go. They're gonna drop for those first few spots. It's rare occasion anyone's gonna wait till you get out to the other side of the map. When you get there, drop as fast as you can. Start searching, because if you're not in that bubble, you need to run. You need to get the fuck out of there and keep moving.
Just keep going. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. What do we do? We swim, swim, swim.
It's all in the hip.
It's all in his. Oh, that reminds me. Which this is probably bad that it reminded me of that. I watched Get Out last night.
Oh, you finally watched that?
Yeah. I finally watched it.
Don't it make you look at that motherfucker Jordan Peele a lot differently?
Yeah. Apparently, there's going to be another movie that he's doing called Nope, and it follows the same character. So we shall see. I have yet to watch that. The other movie.
Yeah, his way of thinking is stuff.
I haven't watched that other movie that he did. That movie Us. I haven't watched that yet.
You need to watch it. You need to watch it.
Hold on. See, I have the case here, the steel book of the Get Out. I mean, it obviously became pretty obvious what was going on, anyways. But you know.
Yeah, and that's the running joke for all black people. You needed to keep that. That's how you came to me.
I will say it was well filmed. Like I did like how they filmed it. It's an interesting concept that they went about it, but I don't know. I don't know. Will I rewatch it? Probably not. But
I've only seen it. I only seen it once. It's just enough to like. So
yeah.
You can see like all the jokes and things like that.
Yeah.
You need to watch it one time.
Like I appreciate what he did.
Movie I would sit here and say I'm watching that multiple times.
Yeah, no, it's not like a Dirty Dancing. It's not like a Mean Girls. It's not like Clueless. It's not something like that. You watch it once and you're done.
Movie. It's a culture movie where like now it's like the running joke and
yeah, I totally get that. Yeah, watched that last night. I was like, all right, cool, I get it. It was a good movie. I will give them that. It was well done. Congrats. But will I rewatch it? Probably not. Other than that, I did watch the new CSI Vegas, and I love how CSI is always filmed. I like the saturation, the way they do the lighting in these like dim areas. I'm like, chef's kiss, love it. But
this is one fucked up assassination. You gotta assassinate the party.
But yeah, I watched. There was actually two parts to the Vegas one because I think it was supposed to be a limited like epilogue kind of series, but then it got picked up because people were so interested in it. So there's supposed to be a season 2. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, for another Jordan Peele movie. This movie, it made me just stop watching his movies altogether. I have to see another. Sorry to bother you.
Oh.
Yeah. It starts out relatively normal, but then it just takes
It takes a left.
Total fucking left. No, fuck a left. It made a whole U-turn, then another left, then a motherfucking something. That's how fucking like off
Right.
this shit is. It's like, wait, dude, like you thinking this shit?
Like what the fuck?
Like after certain movies I watch, I look at the writers. I'm like, you wrote this shit, bro. Just so you know, you wrote this shit. And then
Yeah, other than
you
that.
do realize people know you wrote this. Like, who wrote this movie?
Right.
The guys that says right there. Them psycho son bitches. I want to see their ID when I see them. I'm like, look, all right, I need to see ID. Run your shit. I'm running your plates.
Right.
You got some warrants or somewhere, Pimp Daddy.
I don't know. Some people have a twisted mind when they like write certain movies, and I don't know. It's just like, where the fuck did you pull that out of? Like,
you get this shit from me?
Like, what is wrong? Like, honey.
Are you okay?
And then what? Matrix comes out tomorrow, I believe, the 22nd, and it's gonna be on HBO Max. So, I don't gotta go nowhere. That's what I appreciate about this pandemic when HBO Max was getting all like the new movies. That way you could just watch it at home. But then obviously they started going against that. But thank God The Matrix is going to be released on there.
I know, right?
I just want to see it for Keanu. Okay, I'm still mad about the whole Morpheus thing, but you know, I just feel Lawrence Fishburne should be.
He should be. If they're doing like this, the first movie they've done in like 19 years.
Yeah, like they got Jada back and everything. Like,
More like, yeah, you're Morpheus. Like, I don't give a fuck what artistic bullshit you're going through. You're Morpheus, dude. Like,
well, and the thing is apparently I guess they're going through like they're going based off the video game or something where Morpheus technically dies, and so this is like an alternate Morpheus reality or some shit. I don't fucking know. So he's like a completely different Morpheus, but still Morpheus, like young Morpheus, I guess I should say. I don't know. It's mad stupid. Let's be honest. But I will definitely be watching that sometime this week. Saber says always choose the red pill. Yeah.
right? Always. Don't be a bitch.
Yeah, I'll definitely be watching that sometime this week.
Yeah,
What
that's
else?
crazy though, man. Oh, I got the so in the GTA I got the Bravado Buffalo, the Franklin one.
Okay.
Yeah, the new one is good.
Is it? Well, at least with those ones, you can put the anti-missile or the anti. Well, yeah, it's the missile
Yeah.
jammer on it, but I don't know.
Yeah, basically it just keeps them from locking.
I mean, one way or another, if somebody has a tank out there, getting your ass. Like, if they know how
I
to
mean, you're
free
driving,
aim.
yeah, yeah. If they decide to go get a tank, we can see that on the map, and I'm running it other way, just like you were, baby. So I'm like, look.
Well, and also the problem becomes is if they can free aim their missiles, if you're good at it, especially with the oppressor, your ass is grass. Simple as that.
Yeah. If they're good, I don't aiming or whatever like that, then yeah, if you're good, yeah, if you're good at like fucking aiming without them lock on, then hey, kudos to you. You deserve to get me. But if you're not, fuck you.
Right?
You're gonna shoot around. You're gonna shoot. You're gonna waste a couple missiles. I know how many you keep too.
Nah, but
I
I
know
don't
how
know.
many missiles are in your oppressor, and I will make you
Yup.
shoot 6 of them before you hit me.
Oh, well, that's how I used to troll people with my fucking insurgent. I knew how many missiles it took to blow that shit up. And I knew the ins and outs
Exactly.
of where
I'm
to
like,
hide and everything, so you couldn't get my ass.
good luck with that. Yeah.
Like, I want to probably buy one of the new super cars, but I don't know. We'll see.
I just got the Franklin one. All the other ones kind of.
But then again, like I did waste like over what 4 million on the studio and everything that
The man, for me, it's not a waste. It's a pretty good investment.
Yeah, it's a good investment because it was a decent from the gameplay
I mean,
perspective.
still
And,
give you a million. They still give you $1 million.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah,
So,
it's
like,
just
yeah, like,
I think it's just the process of like going through it with like took so long and it was just like like
and
you're
plus,
killing
this was
me.
like one of those like random DLCs. It wasn't like a big
Yeah.
publicized one until like the very last minute.
Yeah. I agree.
We just knew they were gonna put out something before Christmas because that's what they normally do.
Oh yeah. Look,
They always got like the Doomsday. That was before Christmas.
I think the only thing that really irritated me the most, and like if you watched back on those streams when I was playing it, was the loading screens. I
Oh,
was
from like the old GTA days.
dude, I was sitting on a black screen for like well over 10 minutes at times, and then there was times I had to reboot it because I was like, this is taking way too long. Like, I'd be sitting there for 20 plus minutes, and I'm like, no, we're not doing this.
Yeah, it did that to me on the very last one, the Dr. Dre
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
The very last Dre one. Man.
So you'd be like waiting there for like to enter your studio, and you're just sitting on a black loading screen. It's like, really? I was getting agitated. Like, I was like, this motherfucking game. So much for that update y'all did. Like, what was it? A fan made fucking update where it like fixed loading screens and stuff like that. I'm like, you aren't gonna ever fix it on these missions or heists ever. But like, you know, I appreciated that they used Dre a lot more because with the KO heist, they didn't. He was like seen at the airport and that was it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured he was gonna be. And you can just have Dr. Dre pop in Vivian Bean and then pop up in your game, and then you have them in there for like a 30-second game, and not
Mm-hmm.
put them in something like they.
Well, and what the thing was is people thought they were gonna get like Snoop as well because they confused that one guy as Snoop in like the artwork or something, and I'm like, no, 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 that's not Snoop. I can tell you that it's
Yeah, that
not.
wasn't. I can tell that wasn't Snoop. But like, no, DJ Pooh is the DJ for West Coast Classics. I figured he's like, and like he's a prominent voice in the game.
Right.
So like, yeah. But I mean, yeah, but having Dr. Dre pop up for like 30 fucking seconds, like 2 minutes max,
Mhm.
like come on, you gonna put him to something now? They overhear. I'm not saying overhear. They kind of heroes. I like the hero shot at the end of it, like when he gets in the helicopter. Yeah,
Right.
they're making this
I was
motherfucker seem like a black superhero or some shit.
no, you know what I was feeling? Like I was like, oh my god, we became besties. Like he's giving me a ride and everything, and like he goes off in the sunset. I'm like, bye, Dre. I thought we were friends.
Right? I'm like, I'm
Broke
on
my
tripping
heart.
the kids and this shit is like, yeah, like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm really about to shed a motherfucking tear in here, GTA shit, like, because I thought, like, once we drove off, they was going to cut the scene from there, you know what I'm saying, the whole nine, like, I thought it was over, and then, like, they had you drive him back, and then you drive him to the final cut scene.
Right, right. Like I enjoyed how they started that cutscene at that end there, because like okay, you get those cinematic views as he's playing like the demo and everything, and I'm like okay, okay, I'm feeling it. You're setting the ambiance, the little mood. All right, and then you're driving the rest of the way. I'm like, can't you motherfuckers drive for a change? Shit, every
I know,
time
right?
I'm driving everybody and their damn mother around. Like Jesus.
I got the, yeah, I got every, pretty much, for the updated stuff, I got pretty much everything.
Right.
The only thing I did put pretty much like the wall colors. Like I was like I
Yeah.
didn't like any of the colors. Moss.
Like yeah, I pretty much the most I
I
did.
stuck with the black. I stuck with the black.
Like it fits the now I got like a wallpaper, like you
Mhm.
know, this says all kind of cool shit on it.
Yeah, like
Frank,
for my
that shit really
upgrades,
cool.
I put the living, quarters in there, which I rarely ever do, but I was like if I'm going to do this and it's going to take a while, and especially since you have to be in a lobby that doesn't have many CEOs or MC members. So I was like it's just going to make it easier if I can just spawn here and just keep shuffling through sessions until I get one that I can start up an MC or whatever with. Um so I did that. I got the, upgrade bullshit, the room where you can upgrade your weapons and that crap and buy whatever. Which leads me to this point. That EMP launcher is garbage.
It is. It's
I
big,
thought it
it
was
is.
like the way it was pictured, it looked like it was like almost like the the other gun that we have, that fucking ray gun looking thing. I thought it was going to be something like that, where it would like send a pulse out and then it would like, fuck up your shit. Oh no, no, it's like a fucking grenade launcher type situation. I'm like, oh, that was a waste of money. 400,000 down the drain. It's like shit. I got the stun gun though. I got that. So that was another like what, four hundred
Well, I got the
thousand.
stun gun. The stun gun is worthy because it's kind of funny, and I don't know. It's funny for me because I got tased last week, so yeah. And I was like, I know the feeling. I'm looking at everything with the look of fear.
All right. And then I didn't buy the rifles because that was ridiculous. And it's not even full damage. Fuck that. I'm not spending
I
800
saw
grand on those.
GTA videos trying to sell me on it, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not
I don't
worth
know.
it. It's not. Like
Nah.
because I looked into it because I was like, let me just look because I wasn't sure where they were gonna put the stun gun and everything. So I went in there and I looked at it and I'm like, oh my god, Davis was right. The damage isn't all the way up
It's
or even
just like,
close
yeah,
to it.
you look at it, it's like, it's not very high. Yeah,
Like maybe
it
one
don't
day
look
I
like
will
you're
buy
doing
it, but
anything.
I'll wait till it's on sale or something.
Yeah, like it don't look like you're doing anything.
It's like if I'm gonna spend all this money, like okay, so the studio itself after upgrades came out like to 3 mil or something, or it was like under 4 million. So by the time I went
Yeah,
and
like
bought,
once I got everything that I wanted on it, it was like yeah, it was like about approximately 4,091,000 or something like that. Yeah.
yeah, because I didn't fuck around with the wallpaper and I didn't mess with the wall color. I was like, I'll come back to that if need be. Like I might do that marble fucking wallpaper or something because I think that's classy as fuck. But I am not wasting money on stupid shit, and I wasted enough on that EMP launcher. That was another 800, well total, another 400 grand that I didn't have to spend. So with the EMP and the stun gun, I wasted what about 800,000, something like that. Oh, since I'm scrolling or scrolling Twitter, can I just say this? I need to mention this because I just saw a football player pop up in my feed. Tom Brady throwing another hissy fit because he lost. He told the Saints coach, I believe it was, to go fuck himself. And I'm like, you are the biggest baby I've ever witnessed.
You love when everybody's sucking your cock and like calling you the goat and everything, but like yeah, like as soon as you lay in there, you can't handle the pressure. Like get the fuck out of here.
Dude is like what, 40 years old, 40 something. You're throwing a hissy fit because you lost? Like, sir. Now, look, I got my enjoyment from the Super Bowl when he lost to my precious team, the Eagles, okay? That hissy fit warms my heart to this day, okay? On these cold ass days, whether it's 20 something degrees outside, okay? Warms my cold heart. Because fuck Tom Brady.
Fuck Tom Brady. Fuck Tom Brady. Fuck Tom Brady. Fuck Tom Brady. Pussy ass bitch. Pussy ass bitch. Pussy ass bitch.
Oh my god.
Fuck Tom Brady. Fuck Tom Brady.
That reminds me. Wasn't the Eagles supposed to versus Washington like this past week or something?
I think so. I'm not sure.
I know their match got their game got delayed because apparently Washington's players tested positive for COVID.
A lot of players tested positive or fucking dealt with some bullshit.
Well, I think also just now Buffalo lost a player for 10 days because the guy came down with COVID. So yeah, I think it was Buffalo. I'm scrolling. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Oh, speaking of Twitter, a little shout out. Nancy Sinatra followed me on Twitter. I'm just saying. Nancy, we love you, Nancy. We love you, Daddy Frank. I had to check that because I got a notification today about it, and I'm like, what? Saw that, and I'm like, okay, hi. I can't find it now. Fucking Twitter.
No diggity. I like to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I like the. I like the way you work it. No diggity. So, I can do it again. So you can get that. Well, technically, it looks like you can get that $1 million again if you do all three of the copies again.
Yeah.
So that's always an easy $1 million right there.
It would have been something how they gave us that bonus, kind of like how the other contract deals are. You know what I mean? Like a little. Then again, I was getting random money when I first loaded into GTA that day. I don't know if that happened to you, but I loaded into GTA. I was getting like $20,000 here, $30,000 there, $10,000 there, and I'm like, why am I getting this money? Like I was so confused. On top of that, I think they added new awards or something, so maybe that was part of the situation. I don't know.
I like the way you work it. No diggity. Hey, hey,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's what we doing. That's what we doing.
No, the last time we played and we were fucking around like that on, in in GTA. We were just turning it into moans. Like, it was just very awkward. Oh, yeah. Someone's gonna clip this shit and they're gonna be oh, yeah.
Like, Davis, he nutted.
My God.
God, that is funny. No, like, totally legit. Get your life together, right?
Hey, at least we're having
I
fun.
want
That's
to
what matters.
customize me a fucking Cadillac. Like, after I seen Lamar, that's it. I want
Hmm
to customize mine like Lamar. So, like,
I thought it was funny. Lamar was hustling that entire fucking time. He was like,
he said, damn, Chop ate my fucking supply.
and poor Chop. Oh my God, he's fucking old. The one time I spawned in, he was like laying on my bed next to me, and I'm like, oh my
Bro, the nigga's
God.
still alive. He was already like a good few years old.
Yeah.
Shit. He was pretty old when the original story came. I'm like, how this dog not dead yet? Like, damn.
He fucking was like convulsing because he ate so much of the fucking stash. I was like, what the fuck? Is he dying in front of us right now? Like, what the fuck? All right, let me.
I hate how they do that. I was rolling up to fucking tail this one dude,
Mm-hmm.
and like, fucking like, and they roll out in front of me, so I almost got detected just because like just
Yeah.
the angle they just had to turn me. Oh, really? It wasn't like that, and it fucked up my car too.
Yeah, I think all the times that I had to go follow somebody, I was just using my oppressor and I'm just trying to keep my distance. Cause
Yeah,
I
like,
kept entering through the roof of the studio. That was the whole thing I kept doing until someone blew up my fucking oppressor. You motherfuckers. Hey, at least you missed it. The one day I loaded in GTA, I was actually streaming that day.
With the DLC day.
No. This was before the DLC. I loaded over by the casino because I think it was one of the days that I told you, hey, I'm gonna, get on and make sure I don't have any contracts available just in case it weirdly messed
Right,
up the
because we
tuner
were
shit.
talking about it. Yeah, we were talking about it. That
And
night.
I load in, and the one time because there was nobody around the casino, I didn't load in, in passive and go out the door. I start walking towards where my bike is, and a missile just comes out of nowhere and blows me up. Just appears and blows me up. I was like, what the fuck? I immediately go on passive because I'm like, what the fuck is happening? There's nobody around in the area. Come to find out, there was a guy using God mode off radar.
And on like this generation.
Yes! He was over on that bridge right by the fucking casino, that roadway right there. And like he was off radar. Him and the guy that was in his MC or his CEO thing with him, that was in his crew, they were not visible on the map at all. You couldn't see them. You couldn't. Like, I drove by there, didn't see them at all. Missiles would just
You
appear.
were telling me about the sniper too. You saying it's one bullet now?
Apparently, it's a one shot now. One shot to the chest. That's
Like
the word.
mine still says 6 bullets. Like 6 bullets they can use.
Yeah, you can use that, but it takes one to kill somebody now. Because remember, like, from a distance, sometimes you would have to use more bullets to kill somebody unless somehow you got a headshot, which isn't always likely. Because, when you're using the thermal, you only see that square.
Oh, so they nerfed the sniper a little bit.
They're saying that it takes one shot to kill somebody now.
Okay, so it's stronger.
Well, I haven't tested it, so I don't know. But that's the word on the street. That's the word, Big Bird.
Word on the bird.
I'm telling you.
That's the bird.
Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. I said a bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. But yeah, this guy was God mode. He was off radar for an extended period of time. Like, he was not visible. It wasn't until one time I went, because I kept driving up and down the road, that I knew that he had to be at, because that's where everyone was dying at and all the cops were at. And then I finally saw him. But he wasn't visible at all. And he was just releasing missiles everywhere. So he must have had a fucking mod menu as well. I was like, well, fuck me. This is the first time I've run into him on this fucking generation.
Right, God mode. That's a
Ugh.
term I ain't heard in so many years.
But yeah, my theory is he was also using
Literally
a lot of
almost a
money.
decade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, God, man, you got motherfucking pussy.
It's probably because they did. I'm pretty sure they just recently, as of October, I think, shut down the servers on
Yeah.
360.
No, they just actually the release day of this DLC they
Was
stopped
it?
it.
I thought it was prior to this.
Yeah. No, I was Mr. Boss for the
Mm.
when like yeah he was just like yeah they
Yeah.
yeah
So those
they
servers
shut
are
it
down.
down
So
officially.
now we're dealing with the occasional breakthrough case of somebody doing some shit. I don't know. I'm just gonna watch my back in the process of all that. Honestly, that's all you can do. And from now on, if I ever spawn at the freaking casino, I'm coming out and pass it. Because the one time I'm like, oh, it's safe, I can come out. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Bad idea.
Luckily, I get spawned in somewhat small lobbies. So
Well, sometimes you don't get lucky and then it just throws you into like this overloaded fucking lobby and it's just like, ugh. Like, I know with this particular update, it kept throwing me in like these bigger lobbies and I was like, come on. Kept on having to search for a new one and a new one, and a new one until it finally gave me something I could, load up my MC in.
what?
Ooh, we hit the hour mark. Whoop whoop.
Yeah, big GTR.
And we'll probably wrap it up soon because, chat is kind of dead
I
at
know
this
I
point.
don't know you. I was just talking, literally just talking.
Yeah, like, other than that, I don't really have much to talk about. Like, yeah, when we stream a game, then we just talk mad shit and talk about whatever, but.
But as for the topics, yeah,
Oh,
I mean, pretty much the topic that the yeah. So yeah,
yeah, like,
we wanted to give y'all a little taste. The duo still alive. The
and it
duo.
is, Christmas week, so we're getting into the holidays, and you might not see us at all over the weekend. Like, I don't know if I'll stream at all. Who knows? Like, I'll probably stream at night, let's be honest. Plus, I gotta
Yeah,
do something.
I'm only off today and tomorrow. I guess.
Yeah, that blows, dude. But hey, the criminal system doesn't stop going. You know what I
Hey,
mean? So,
justice never sleeps. Justice never sleeps. Justice is it's blind. It's blonde bitch.
right?
Fat blonde bitch.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Shit.
Fat blonde bitch with big jugs. It's not a pretty girl with big jugs
Mm-mm.
in
It's an ugly
Pennsylvania,
beast of a man.
right? In Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, you try to smooth talk me, right?
What?
What me?
What?
What? Smooth talk? What?
Well, I
Shit.
didn't know that. That's not your description necessarily. That could be anybody.
Oh,
But
okay.
I mean,
Oh, you know some
you
other
know,
bitch
but
in Pennsylvania. Okay, I see how it is.
right. But since you're here and you fit that description, hello, how you doing? My name is Davis.
Yeah, totally. Like I don't know you. Wow.
What? What is that you? Oh shit! I haven't seen you in so long. Oh shit! I just saw you on social media doing unthinkable things, but it's okay.
Unthinkable things. Shit. Well.
No. Let's just say I put an arrest warrant on my hand. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey.
for
Hey,
for assault.
that's
For assault.
that's
Yeah.
some people's deals lately. I'm just saying. I hear a
No,
lot of
hey,
things.
you got what you gotta do.
I mean, I know I've been killing it with the pictures lately. Okay, I get it. Like,
Hey, look, you
I
gotta
got
do what you gotta do.
I got me a little ring light and everything, little star-shaped ring light.
Woo!
Okay, it's making my pictures a little popping. I was like, okay, I'm feeling myself. I'm messing with my makeup a little bit more. I'm doing a more of a winged eyeliner now. Mm.
Mm,
I'm
mm,
bringing
mm,
it, baby.
mm.
So if you aren't already following my Insta, I recommend it because those pictures be popping lately. I'm just saying.
But it's been popping because you did something different. Because you get an angle now. You like, ooh,
Angles,
front
like
view,
oof, oof, oof,
front
oof.
view.
Ah. Yeah, like, I've been killing it, and obviously my pictures from Insta get put on Twitter and on Tumblr, so I get a lot of feedback.
Put on glasses and a like schoolgirl shirt, and then
Hey.
quote Mary Gallagher.
I mean, I could take this
Right.
hat off when I get done, and I might take pictures because I always take pictures when I have makeup on. I'm like, I slayed it. Let's go. Like that's the only thing is like when I stream, like you can't really see the extent of my makeup, so it just looks like a pinky red situation when it's actually like it's purple, there's pink, there's a blue in there. It's very galaxy.
It's like, so you come here alive?
Right.
Start making out with the tree.
Right.
Superstar. That movie is fucking forever legendary. I don't care who you are.
It's dumb, but it's legendary. Honestly,
It's like, hey, that's the best ones. Like, she said, "No, not you, God." I still want to watch Jawbreaker.
Oof.
I know.
I'm trying to think what I have watched lately.
I killed.
I still gotta do some stuff on TikTok. I haven't been fucking around with TikTok too much. I've been sending you shit on TikTok though.
You always got the good stuff.
And that's the thing for anybody who doesn't know. Me and Davis sit on TikTok, and if I come up with a good one that he can duet with, we go back and forth. It's great.
Yeah. I haven't had the proper daylighting for me lately.
That's the thing. Like I didn't have proper lighting before, but now that I have that ring light, I think it's gonna help when we do these like lip sync acting things.
Bro, bit surprised.
So now I'm gonna bring the star quality, baby.
I am the star. No more princess.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to find Gretchen.
Oh, it's so difficult. Like I've been trying to look through
I'm trying to
audios.
find Caesar. I want that one.
Yeah, I just like a lot of time I'll put in like the tags. So like if you go to the search, just put in Gretchen Wieners and like just scroll through everybody's fucking video and see if they have the audio for it, because that's what I've been doing for.
Man, somebody they even got a snippet of it. I'll take it.
Like I found the Karen one where she's like saying like, oh, well, there's a 30% chance that it's already raining or whatever bullshit. I was gonna do that one.
Already?
I was going to, but I couldn't get the proper like angle, the lighting. It was just like this was before the ring light. So
you have the tits for it too.
It was driving me crazy. My hair was not working that day. I was like, you motherfucker. Because I tend to be a perfectionist, so I could just keep doing it until I'm like, this is good, this is good. The lip sync is perfect. Da, da, da. Or you get the perfect one and you're like, no, this was wrong. I could do it better. And then you go do it, try to do it again, and it's like, nope, I should have kept that last one. Oh, my nose. Oh, fuck. No, but I'm working on finding audios. Like, I have some audios sitting to check, but I'll have to look more for the Gretchen one and send it to you.
Beat.
Right?
While the rest of us, because Brutus is just as cute. You should just always stop, Sam. I'm such a good friend. No.
Yeah, like I have to find some good ones for us to go back and forth on.
Oh, if you find that one where she's like in the hallway, I'll record myself and you just like react like you're Lindsay
Like,
Lohan,
what
dude.
the
That would
fuck?
be fucking.
Yeah.
That would be good. Like, I'm such a good friend.
Yeah, I will definitely look, because I was finding audios, but like it's gonna take a while. It's a lot of scrolling, going through each and every person's like video and seeing if the audio is for it and if they have it saved, which it should, but you know somehow.
You know who I can do for real?
Oh, you're going to like just pass out right now, dude. When I say it, all right?
Go ahead.
Elliot from Be Cool.
No.
When
Oh
he's
my
doing Bring It
God.
On.
Dude,
He's doing the Bring It On shit.
if we can find the audio for that.
Oh my God,
That
I
or
would do it.
that or have like
It's
the audio
been
playing in the
rough.
background on like the TV from the movie. I just
Right?
like keep trying.
It's been brought.
Oh my God, I love Elliot.
Easy.
Weezy.
I'm gonna go on fucking TikTok and see, and type in
Do
Be
it.
Cool and see if I can get Dabu, if I can get everybody. I'm doing
Dabu.
that whole fucking movie on my fucking channel, dude.
Double.
Like,
Pinky double.
that's not gangster. That's not
Gangsta.
gangster.
Oh my
I can't
God.
help it. Don't give me no gun, then. You know what I'm gonna do.
Oh my god.
Dabu. Oh, Dabu, Dabu. You gonna get your chance to shoot somebody today.
And when he was like slurping up the noodles and like he like goes very shyly and covers his mouth, I'm like, oh my god, I can't with you. I can't.
Dabu's like, you don't know, if y'all don't know who Dabu is, you need to learn.
Andre 3000, baby.
Man, you need to know your history. Good morning, Marge. He said we got him in the back right now. Play my record. My record. Baby, my daughter. Good morning, Deshaun. Goodbye, Deshaun.
Oh my god. That movie is gold. I don't care what anybody says.
If you can find more roles for a man, and he Rock's really looking like, yeah.
He like sends that fucking monologue of like, well, it wasn't even a monologue. It was like two parts he was doing. He was going back and forth, and like
I
Travolta's
got
like,
me some new boots.
Travolta's like, no, you want to do a monologue. It needs to be one person speaking. You don't do both parts. You do the one.
Yeah. And try to find one for a man. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Music, Weezy, easy in the ass. How could you do that? How could you do it?
Stop
You
hating.
deleted my
Stop
messages?
hating. Stop participating. Stop participating.
He said, we gonna really do it? You ain't gonna be no damn actor. Man.
That movie had a star-studded cast. Let's be honest. Like,
that movie is like, it became a classic just because.
is it tacky? Hell yeah. But it's funny as fuck.
Like, you can't watch that movie and not laugh. Like, if you,
Look.
like, the whole thing. The names of the people, Joe Luke. Like, it's just like a big fucking pun to the first movie of Get Shorty.
Yeah.
It's like a big fucking just punchline. Because the first one was supposed to be real. Get Shorty was supposed to be real serious and shit. But this one be cool. It's funny. It's just one motherfucking big punchline to the whole stereotype of Hollywood, mafia, all kind of shit.
Oh yeah.
It's like, man.
Great
it's
movie.
like, yeah.
And it was really
Right,
before
fucking-
The Rock really kind of,
And it was
pushed off.
before he popped too, like
Yeah.
when they can afford him, somewhat. They said now, like, shit, we can't pay you, Rock. Do Be Cool 3. Like, hey, would you be down to do a Be Cool 2? You got $25 million in the movie?
It'd be so weird to see him as Elliot now. You know what I mean? With what
It
he
would
looks
probably
like right
hit
now.
different now. Like back then it was like, well, back then it was kind of like it hadn't quite resonate, but now it would be like it still would be funny just because like it's the right era to do it in too.
Right.
But then again, people might think, oh, he's making fun of the LGBT community. Like,
Everyone's so fucking sensitive nowadays. It's just like, ugh. Like, no hate or anything, but there's too many sensitive people in this world. Like, y'all need to toughen up just a little bit. Because if you don't, life's going to be pretty sad for you.
you gotta laugh sometimes. I still watch Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah.
And I watch it and I'm just like, ooh, this man could not be a comedian today.
There's too many that
not.
couldn't.
And it, man, like him and like Motley Crue couldn't be a rock. The success they had, they wouldn't have had it today. Like, it just, a lot of people got away with shit because of the times.
Right.
And it was like, man, I'm just sitting there like, oh, you can't tell that joke now. Oh my God.
I mean, that could be said about a lot of, people, whether it's comedians, musicians, whatever, the treatment of certain people or their jokes or whatever, you know what I mean? It wouldn't go over well. I don't know. People are too sensitive. They take things too seriously. It's you gotta suck it up. Laugh a little.
A little.
If you take your life seriously, it's not gonna be a fun ride for you.
I just sit back, ride the waves.
Honestly.
Just sit back and ride the waves. You know, that's what I like about these high school girls, man. I get
Older
older,
than they still stay the
they the
same
same
age.
age.
All right, all right, all
All
right.
right. I'm here, man. I'm
Like
here.
that movie right there, that line would have gotten him canceled. Like,
Oh, Matthew McConaughey would have got fucking crucified.
look, if we go into a whole nationwide lockdown again, you
Say what
can
again?
guarantee if people are like, we go into a lockdown again, like a straight up, like, you're not allowed to go anywhere but work and there's a certain curfew where you have to be home. Dude, people are going to be going into these old movies again, like they did with Tropic Thunder, and they're going to start trying to cancel people left and right. Guaranteed. Like, mm-mm.
Aquarius. Oh, hey, people, fans.
Uh oh, what?
If you don't know, somebody other than me has a birthday coming up
Ah, cha, cha, cha,
soon.
cha. It's not for like over a
Somebody.
month, though.
Yeah, it's soon though. That's
Yeah.
very soon.
So if y'all want to buy me Christmas presents and birthday presents, I'm so down for it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Pull of the Amazon list.
I should. I should really blow up an Amazon list. I do make Amazon lists just for funsies because I'll like find something cute and I'm like, oh, maybe one day I'll come back to this. But yeah, I got a birthday coming up. I'm a winter baby.
Yeah,
Obviously, my
she's
parents
gonna
were
be
fucking in the summer.
right. Right, mine was
Summer
fucking in the
fall.
spring.
I'm sorry, summer fall region.
Yeah, mine was spring for sure. I was concepted in March and more. Yeah,
Yeah,
mine
me and
was
my
fucking.
brother, my older brother, my brother George, the one I talked about his health issues. Um, yeah, me and him were both winter babies. His birthday was like just about a week ago, actually. Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, a week ago today. A week ago today, his birthday was. So we were both conceived during them summer months. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of fucking,
A lot of
lots of
fucking,
fucking,
a
a
lot.
lot of hot and sweaty fucking.
I mean, my little brother though, he was conceived during the winter, fall months. You know what I'm saying? So he's the only summer baby. I don't
Yeah.
count my half brother because I don't really know his birthday. He might have also been like but he's not my dad's kid, so there's that. But yeah, so yeah.
Oh, so
So what?
another thing too.
Oh God, here we go.
Well, another thing with this.
No,
So have you seen SmackDown last week?
no. I might have seen bits and pieces. What happened? Tell me.
So Roman fired Paul Heyman,
Ooh.
and then Superman punched him in the face.
Oof. Yeah, I think I heard something about that. I didn't see it, but I heard
So,
about it.
so with that being said, I wonder what does this mean for for our tribal chief?
Mm. Now that he doesn't have an advocate, what's
I
gonna
mean, because
happen?
he still has the talent to carry the title for more and more months.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know if Brock's going to plan on staying full time, so it doesn't make any sense for him to win the title and then just
Mhm. Mhm.
keep it for fuck's sake when you got a full time champion here in Roman.
Right.
Like Roman's like he's still the same asshole, but people are cheering for him now.
Right.
So it's kind of like his gimmick is transcending into more of a face
Mhm.
role, I guess, if you want to say it like that. And that's why I think they're getting rid of Paul Heyman because like, well, the fans are cheering him, so we want to try to like
Flip the
baby it
script.
up a little bit, but we're gonna kind of keep it in the anti middles. Like he's still arrogant, he's still cocky, he's still
Yeah.
pretty much everything else.
Like
Like,
you got to give it to Paul because he can play emotions fairly well. So it's like,
but I also had the thought.
mhm.
I had the thought
Okay.
they could be setting Brock up. So like, I could be, but I don't know. I felt it in my heart of hearts. I felt it. What if
Okay.
they stage Paul Heyman being fired by Roman,
Mhm.
make it look like he's gonna choose Brock's side, and then at day one he crosses Brock and help Roman break the record.
Mhm.
It's
I see
possible.
what you're doing. I see.
Like,
I can
cause
see
like
that.
people expected Paul to portray Roman, but technically he never quite really did. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just playing both sides of the fence. So it's like, well. In regular world, yes, Paul Heyman would cross Roman.
Mm-hmm.
If like they just kept, you know what I'm saying? But I think Roman, the like character, figured it out. Like, you know what? Maybe we should run that. Like, make everybody think, oh, I'm getting rid of you, and then
Mm-hmm.
pull a fast one at day one.
Mm-hmm.
Throw everybody ass off, and then just continue being champion for at least another month to break the record.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's going to be at like 490 days by day one on the 31st.
Okay.
I mean, on the first. On the first, yeah. So, like, he's going to be at 490 days, and Brock's record is like 503. So,
Mm-hmm.
he would have like another 2 weeks. 2 weeks as champion, he breaks the record, and then after that, he can drop the title just before WrestleMania if they want to do it like that, or have him become just ultra mega fucking star.
I mean,
It really just
they could go
it just
anywhere
really
with
depends.
it.
Maybe Roman wasn't gonna want a vacation in the middle, a little bit,
Yeah, spend time with
because
his family.
he's been taking some breaks from, like, he doesn't take many weeks, but whenever he takes a week off from SmackDown, that's his like night off. Like
Oh yeah.
even though he probably might be wrestling still that night, you never fucking know.
Well, I think didn't his like wife just have like a set of twins recently or something, or isn't she pregnant? Or
Yeah, and like since they going back to traveling, like he's gonna want more days off, like, you know what I'm saying, because like they're used to being in Florida where it's easy for him to get back and forth to work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, shit. In the Thunderdome, most of them live in Florida, so it wouldn't like really like a relocation thing for them. They like, well, shit, we live down the street from
Well,
the
because a lot
Thunderdome.
of the
We
time,
can just
because
go
it's
to
the facilities down there, the training facility and everything. So
yeah,
it's
like
like,
we can just get up and go to the Thunderdome and go to work, like clock in, clock out. Like, yeah, we go straight home.
but yeah,
Like most of them. Yeah, most of them all live in Florida. The only ones that probably were like really away from home would be like Kevin Owens or something like that, who's staying like, and like Sami Zayn and Brock Lesnar, who live in Canada. But yeah, but yeah, that was one thing I noticed. I said, you know what, they could be playing the fiddle a little bit.
yeah, honestly they could do it anyway. They could flip the script, have this whole ploy that Paul just like goes feeds Brock whatever information, making him think that he has the game plan to Roman, and then turns out he was like double crossed in kind of sense. You know what I mean? And instead, I mean, they could really do anything.
It's a possibility, but like I guess I don't see the benefit of him dropping the title to Brock. I just don't.
Yeah, it's
like most of us. We've already had enough of the fucking Brock Lesnar era where he come to work whenever he feel like it bullshit.
Yeah.
That shit is 2 years old.
Like, honestly, yeah, Roman is due for a vacation, so some time off from the road, which a lot of times...
Because, like, yeah, you got WrestleMania and shit like that around the corner, so, well, I mean, he can always do it after WrestleMania, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, they're trying to also set it up where him and The Rock fight, if that's a possibility.
Right.
Like if it's in the cards, like, like Rock said he's down for it, and Roman said he's down for it, so they could be trying to like set it up where like he falls into being the champion around that time,
Yeah. I will give them credit. They did build up Roman pretty well during this whole thing, and actually showing that
if he's not superstar of the year, everybody was like Bobby Lashley. No, Roman. No. Obviously, it was Roman Reigns.
They showed that he could be the face of the company. You know what I mean? He's up there now with like the likes. Well, I wouldn't say he's up there with
right now.
The Rock,
he is
but...
the face. Like everybody else is literally secondary to him. Like it's like you tune in to SmackDown for the purpose of him. Everybody else is like, well, like they just kind of mediocre right now. Like nobody's really behind Big E as champion. Like, yeah, it's nice to see Big E win a championship. Like, but nobody's really behind him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like. Bobby Lashley had a nice little run. Like, people were actually behind that idea. Like, I want to see them set up Bobby Lashley and fucking Brock Lesnar finally fucking throw hands. Like, that match has been pending for years.
Right. I don't know. It's
It's it, but but that's those are.
I do give them credit for that they did build up Roman because there was some hesitation there. There was a little worry that he wasn't going to be able to cut it because,
well, he wasn't
with the
bet
shield
like
and he wasn't the talker. He wasn't really a talker at the time. That's what he needed. He needed the confidence.
And it was well, they just needed to give him time because they kept trying to make him a character he wasn't.
Yeah.
They try to make him into this Marvel fucking superhero character, but no, let him be him. And when they let him loose and let him be himself and not a fucking Marvel superhero fucking Hulk Hogan and fucking John Cena. You know what I'm saying? No, let him go in there and kick some ass and talk some shit on top of it. You know what I'm saying? This fits him. This is the badass everybody wanted him to be from the jump.
Right. Oh, I agree. And he's drawing in the numbers. He's, the merch sales.
Superstar, yeah. If he doesn't, everybody's anybody with common sense can see, the Slammy Award Superstar of the Year. Obviously, this is him. This is his. This past almost 2 years, he can be Superstar of the Year for the next 2 years. Honestly, with this run, he went from 2020 to now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To 2022. You know what I'm saying? So he dominated all of 2021, hands down.
Right. Now, what I would like to see is a WrestleMania thing with him and The Rock and just have at it. You know what I'm saying? But then it's kind of, it would be bullshit to let The Rock win because he's gonna have to drop it because he's doing all these movies. But then it's do you really see Roman winning against The Rock? It's so difficult. You know what I mean? Because obviously Rock is on this pedestal because he is this global superstar now. Everyone thoroughly enjoys him, and you know what I mean. So to put Roman above him, it would just be very strange in those dynamics. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it would be an epic moment to see who's the real head of the table in that sense.
Yeah, it's all right, Roman is in the wrestling world, he is the head of the table, but in their family, technically The Rock is the head of the table because he's dominated wrestling, he's dominated Hollywood, he's dominated the fitness world,
he's killing it.
He's killing that shit.
He's killing it.
And Roman has dominated wrestling. He's checked that off his list, but this would solidify him as the guy of the family.
Oh, I agree with you. I'm so that's where it becomes a weird thing where you put Roman and The Rock against each other. It's it's a tough one unless they do some weird DQ situation where it's kind of a wishy-washy win. You know what I mean? But
exactly.
Would it bring in numbers? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, that would be the biggest mother that. I don't give a fuck who win the Royal Rumble. That's the main event right there.
And I think
that is
well, and then there was also the fact that everyone thought The Rock was going to show up. The last pay-per-view, because that was the rumor going.
Yes, Survivor Series. I thought he was too. I'm you know what? This is a build-up. That's what I was
hearing. I was oh, he's going to show up, but no, it was here's the egg from The Rock's movie. Da 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 da, kind of bullshit. I don't know the whole.
The whole thing build it up. If that was the time to bring him out. That's the time to bring him out right there.
But no, that would have been epic, honestly. So if they save it for WrestleMania, that'd be dope too.
Oh, WrestleMania! It just brings in fucking numbers from there, yeah.
But obviously, it's a scheduling thing because The Rock is obviously
fucking busy,
and he's doing that superhero movie. He's doing that. What is it? Black Adam, I think it's called.
Yeah.
So
but that's the next big project, yeah.
He's doing his thing.
Doing the motherfucking thing.
But I think we could wrap it up now. I mean, we're at an hour and a half, and
then whenever you hop on, whenever you're able to hop on Xbox, just hit me up.
I'll try to hop on about 8:30 my time. I think 8:30 somewhere around there.
7:30, yes. 7:30 my time. All right, yeah. We'll try to link it up.
All right. Well, guys, it's been fun. It's been real. Stay safe, stay hydrated, wear a mask, social distance, get the vaccine if you can, be kind to one another, don't be assholes, and I love you all. And see you guys next time. Bye. Mwah.